Good day, folks. I'm down here in Sando with me, Sarubai. What is it?
Sorrow boy.
Sorrow boy? Sorrow boy. But the Hindi word is what?
Sarubai.
Sarubai.
Sarubhai.
Sarubhai.
Yeah. Brother.
Brother-in-law. So this is Louise's brother-in-law, and I am Naz's wife's brother-in-law. So we call me
Sarubai. Sorrow boy.
Sorrow boys. What are we sorry about?
I know.
Anyway, so I down here on the bypass area. You can see the bypass area out there. A lot of cars passing. Pleasantville is across up that side there. You could perhaps see the truck up there offloading some cylinders. It's a rainy day down here. A rainy. What do you think? Afternoon?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I just went to do a little therapy on my back, and I had some good results. I was told that I didn't come back right away. So the purpose of this really is to big up Dr. Bianca, who runs the physiotherapy section at the Allied Medical Center. What street is that? Sipero Road?
Allied is it?
Okay, coming from by the lights here by Athalie's place. Like Sipero Road?
Yeah.
Sipero Road.
Oh, yeah, Sipero Road.
And when you're going to turn now to get to the fruit place, what street is that again?
Fruit place?
Yeah. Just as you pass Neil and Massey and you're turning right, what street is that again where all the fruit selling?
Yeah, oh, that's Scott Street.
Scott Street. So we pick up a little friend there, man. A little friend, the fellow who sells, Louis knows his name. He sells at a lot of fruits, bananas, grapes and whatnot. We made a swing by Lydia, first hand. And we met Gavaska, Lydia's son. Then I went for the therapy. And I must say that Dr. Bianca is a wonderful, wonderful physiotherapist. She has a lovely personality, and she's friendly. She makes you feel comfortable. And the few patients we saw there, they were really agreeable, pleasant. Lots of people have ailments in life, right, Naz?
Yeah.
We can't get away from ailments in life.
Especially when you're getting down in age.
Yeah, but he's growing up in age. I don't know. I'm getting dog in age. So Naz, we want to talk here about physiotherapy, boy,
Right.
and ailments. What do you have to say about physiotherapy? You can handle that now?
Well, at this stage now, and it depends on what you're taking it for, you know.
Yeah.
Then we say that in my case, you know, with this hip joint, it can be tough for me to take therapy now on that because it's very painful. Yeah, at least I did some before already, and I did therapy for other things a long time, you know. But the therapy is very good to recover in whatever little problem you had, fractures and whatever. It bring you back to normal. It's very good.
You ever had any fears about not coming back to normal fully?
Not really. I never even had a fear because you feel a little better and then you're taking the therapy. So you know you're on your way. You're on your way to come back. You understand?
But what would you recommend? A little swimming and whatnot?
Well, swimming is very good. Very good swimming, yeah. Other exercise you could do at home. All that is good at therapy.
So I know you're a man with great humor. You have any little jokes to impart to us today? I know you're not following that. I ain't want nothing kind of too heavy, yeah?
No, that's not it. That's not it.
I want something nice and light.
Yeah. Can't remember nothing right now.
You can't think of anything right now? All right, brother. All right, brother.
Concerning, you know, the therapy and so on.
Yeah. But boy, you know, as you're growing older, to tell you the truth, this week I went to check on my eyes. Some time ago I went to check on my heart. Today I'm going to check on my back. Right?
Don't try to go on the side now, you know. Go the back side.
We can't get away from ailments, eh?
No, especially when you're getting older.
Yeah.
Getting older, things just step in.
Yeah. But what would you say about age? Would you like to go back to when you were perhaps 25?
Not really. I wouldn't really like to go back. I passed that stage and I just go on as whatever will come now.
You think that you have matured? I like to think of myself that growing older is a wonderful experience.
Of course, yeah.
I really.
That's why I say I wouldn't want to go back so.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I reached 83 here now, which is a big number.
mhm.
And I have no regrets, and all my problem is the hip joint. Still, I'll get some pain on that. Other than that, I don't even take no medication, nothing.
Very good,
At
man.
this age.
Very good.
A lot
Very
of people,
good.
when I tell them that, they just doubt me. No, something, man. Must have something. I said, I going along, man. I going along.
Yeah, man. Growing old, I think growing older is a marvelous experience.
Of course, it is.
I mean, we talk about children these days, and they're bright. Youngsters are 4 or 5.
Yeah,
They're very bright, but there's so much ahead of them.
that is it. Yeah, that is it.
So much to learn, so much to see and do. You know, one has to value the strides you've made in life.
And then too, as they say, to learn. You're going to school, you're going to college, you're going to university, and all these things. In the book and the learning. But as the old people saying, sense make before book.
Hmm.
So the term like common sense.
Right.
You understand? Common sense, because you could have all these papers you have everywhere in the whole educated thing or whatever. Certain little things you can't handle, and it may be so simple. That's where the common sense comes in.
Give me an example of common sense that beat somebody. Perhaps that was more,
I remember how fun it is. At this age now, I tend to forget a lot.
uh-huh.
Yeah, this is.
Well, how do you help your brain along, stay alive? You read,
Yeah, well, I just do my word search.
word search.
Yeah, word search book.
Uh-huh.
And then I just play some solitaire games.
And you find it helps.
Yeah. And the word search book, with all these different words. I do them out fast. I do a lot of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really delved into them, you know.
Yeah, but I just do that. I like it. Yeah.
Yes. That's good, man.
And then too, according to the saying too, nothing to do and hold it to do it is a very hard thing. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
God.
very hard thing,
Yeah.
That's how I find myself. I had to find myself something. Boy, we sit down here, boy. Go see what it is. Do some. Although I can't do nothing too heavy and whatnot. But as I say, nothing to do and hold it to do it is a damn hard thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It is.
But as you were a man, always used to be out there in the yard.
This is the thing. That make it worse.
Your backyard looks really good.
Yeah, that's the fair amount of it.
But boy, Linda is always saying, if you could pay somebody to do something, you could be doing something else in the meantime.
Yeah.
You understand? Because, okay, when I used to be on the truck and I'd come home back in my 30s, boy, now as I reach home,
Yeah.
I jump out the truck.
Yeah.
I start to do something in the yard.
Something, yeah.
Go chorus, start to cut grass, do something. But as you grow older, you get slow,
Yeah.
and wisely so,
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
As you used to.
Yeah, you can't do everything.
I had my own worker and thing. I used to cut the grass for myself there. Every month I cut in the grass, rake it, clean it, burn it up, everything. But I ain't able to do that again. No, the worker, it's had to turn and twist and that affect.
Yeah. The hip, yeah, the hip, yeah.
So when I done there, I'll be a lot of pain. So I sell away the worker and everything I done with that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a man who's come every month and stay here and that.
Yeah.
And they do a good job with it.
Oh, the place looks really good.
It's cut, it is wake,
Yeah.
wake up and heat it up from the day. And then do it up when these days rain for him, come down to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just take care of it. After he gone, I burn it out and stuff.
Your dad used to work hard too? Your father?
He never liked to work for it.
Huh?
He never liked to work for it. He doing his job, the jewelry work.
Hey, but tell me something. You learn anything from that?
Yeah. I learned a lot, man.
So how is it getting gold to work with jewelry?
Well,
It's a seller one.
It's a buy the gold, eh?
Uh-huh.
Buy gold, and otherwise old jewelry that you have, you belt them and make things. I used to do a lot, man. I used to make chain by the yard, boy.
Ah.
The yard, and that man, boy, I used to get sick with this thing. To make chain, and processing chain, I mean, it's a tough thing, eh? You have to get the gold right. You melt the gold. You pass it through the mill, right? From the mill, they have a thing they call draw plate with holes. Big one, little smaller, little smaller, little smaller, smaller. You have to put it in the vise and you're pulling that gold now.
Mm-hmm.
You bring it in the form of wire. You bring it in the form of wire. When you get it in that stage, you coil it like a curtain rod.
Mm-hmm.
You coil it upon a piece of wire, like a
Right.
curtain rod. You know what a curtain rod
Yes,
is?
yes.
Right. You coil it like that. Then you take a dart, it's two darts, so make chain.
That's.
Dart is where the spells from.
All right, that's right.
You're breaking off these things from like the curtain rod now, piece by piece. But you had to angle it good to know how to break it. Piece by piece by piece. And you put it in. Then you heat it, and you take the two darts now, and one by one, you have to open them. Open them, they come like you make it like the chain link you're making, you know.
Right.
Open it and you make the chain link.
Yeah.
You open all, you know, whole heaps, you know, partner. And then one by one again, now you're linking. You're linking it to make the chain.
What?
Yeah.
A tedious process, boy.
I'm telling you, boy, I used to get sick and tired by my father when he take them job. Until I used to make by the yards measuring 1 yard, 2 yard chain.
Mm-mm.
But you know, man, that was sick. I get it to dislike the trade and everything too, you know. Yeah,
How
boy.
old were you then?
What about?
Mr. Lance?
14, 15 and
Yeah, thank you, darling. Yeah.
I drank half of the coffee. 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah. You want more? With this weather, you want that full 100%?
Yes, man. What do you mean? No. I'll take that.
No, but the biscuit going down nice with it.
Thank you very much. We're doing a nice.
nice biscuit there.
Thank you very much. How about that? You bring nothing else?
No, I go. I just.
Thank you, Louis.
Right.
Yeah, what was I telling you?
Yeah, so your father made you this like. No, thank you. Your father made you this like the trade.
Yeah. Because the way how he used to think, you know, boy. I was a little boy, and a friend of them playing outside there. I can't even
Oh,
go
boy, I
outside
one
there.
thing, boy.
Can't
Long
go
ago,
outside.
you had to buckle on that.
Especially chain, boy. When he used to make ring, when he making ring, you see, he used to take jobs from the Bombay people and they were at the store now.
Uh-huh.
So he used to making bulk to give them and then with them selling it by.
Where did he learn the trade?
Well, I don't know where the hell he learned it, but I never find out from him where he learned it. But since I know him as a jeweler.
He paid you for doing it?
Pay well. Pay.
That's, you mean your dad didn't pay you, why?
No, he paid. I used to give, well, how I used to get my pay. He used to give me like the silver thing we're not testing too good.
Uh-huh.
He used to give it to me. Say, you make what you wanted that and you could try out your hand.
You mean,
Practice.
all this, the process was what? Using fire and fire?
Yeah, you have a torch and a pump bellows pumping and a torch here,
Talk about
a torch
uh-huh.
and you have a bellows to pump and you melt your gold and a piece of coal.
Yes.
Soft piece of coal, you make a hole in that, in the coal, and you put the gold and you melt it in that. And then you have your cast, so you throw it out and cast it. You know, cast it in lengths. And from that now, you have the mill,
Right.
where you mill it.
You actually put it into a mill?
Yeah, mill with large, smaller.
Okay.
And you're going down and mill with, turn it with the hand.
Like when you're doing that.
Yeah. Turn it with the hand, you put it in, you turn it, you know, you put it in the next hole, you turn it. And then you come to the plate where I tell you with the sort of holes now. I forget, I just tell the name, I forget it. Draw plate.
Draw plate?
Yeah. So when I say you're drawing the wire through the holes and them like.
Uh-huh.
It's a plate about, let me say, 8 inches in length and about 2 inches in width, and it have holes about four lines
Mm-hmm.
of holes, but big ones, little smaller ones, so you go down to different size.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bringing it to wire
Okay.
through that, and then as I tell you coil it up like the cotton rod,
Right.
and then you continue that as I mentioned just now.
So Naz, when your dad died, whatever happened to all the equipment?
Well, he kind of stopped working until when he get a little older and was kind of
Uh-huh.
and he sell out the damn thing.
He sold it out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sell it out.
Mm.
Yeah. One thing I did tell him not to sell was the ring casting set. The import for that. You cast a whole ring
Mm-hmm.
in it, you know.
You kept it?
The big man still sell it, you know.
Mm-mm.
But before that casting set, you cast out a whole ring in it. You put a pattern,
Mm.
and then you move it and you cast that inside so the ring come out whole. Before that, you start to make a ring. You cast it
Mm-hmm.
with a little square part with the two ends, and you cast it in that, and then you have to man drill, they call it, you fling it and make it wrong, and you solder it, and you could put it in that to bring it a different size, and then you have to file it now to shape what you want it. If it's a heart, if it's a square, if it's a what you thinking. But the set, and I see that set in a magazine as a young fella, I did that thing, you know, and I tell my father, I think I didn't know how to work and things. He didn't too particular himself, you know. I send for it, boy. Yeah, and I get it.
You mean to say you sent for that?
Yeah.
And he used it?
I pay for it too.
And what would that have cost? You can remember?
I can't remember what it cost, but I didn't know how to work and thing too, you know, so I pay for it. But I see the good thing about it, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing about making a ring manually, just so it take a lot of time and what. And here, man, all these things will get me to dislike the trade. When he take a order from them Bombay people,
You want
with
that?
them,
Mm.
take a little cheap.
Take a biscuit now, if you like.
With them Bombay people to make rings.
Mm-hmm. That was Bombay store?
Yeah, don't know high street, there are a few of them. Like,
Mhm.
so for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 4 dozen a ring one time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And boy, when you see he make them rings, I had to sandpaper them ring
Mm.
one by one. When you don't sandpaper that, you have to polish it. That's the final thing to get it to thing. And I had to do all them things, all them ring, boy. I tell you, you better dislike the damn trade, man. True, I tell you. Yeah.
But today there must be easier processes. So if somebody come to you and say, look, we're going to give you this same equipment, we're going to give you more modernized equipment, you could handle making a ring?
I feel so, yeah.
Mm.
I think so.
You made your wedding ring?
No, I don't know. But I have a ring that we use the cast for.
You mean you have a ring?
I have it right now.
Now you have to show me that before I leave here.
Yeah, I was supposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
That they use the thing and make that ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I have that ring still. That's where it every time going away.
Really? That sounds like a deal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I make it, I cast it, make it.
Mm-hmm.
And he put the end on it for me. He used to do all them work and cut out letters and things, fine letters.
Oh, you inscribe it? Engrave, sorry.
Engrave is one, but this is actually making the letters. But engrave is digging out.
Uh-huh.
It's just making it by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that it on to wherever.
Okay,
I go show you
okay.
the ring. You can understand what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So why that tell you that all that make me kind of dislike the trade boy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a advantage me, man.
Now listen. One of the things about parenting, my dad had liked bees.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
But it doesn't mean to say that all your children will like bees.
Yeah.
Right? I know one or two who didn't care to go to the bees. And it became a struggle to get help as he grew older. It's something that, okay, for instance, I had a truck. And my sons never put a grease to a nipple.
Right.
Okay? I sold that truck after many years.
Yeah.
But they can't say that they have had
Do something
an
and
input
help
into it.
Help you somewhere or the other.
So sometimes parents believe that your children will grab at a profession that they have handed, that they think
do
they're
it.
handing down.
Yeah.
But every child will want to forge its own destiny. And if the pressure is applied, like you say, your dad wants you to do this, it's tedious work, your friends out there playing, and at a young age, you're not interested in making these heavy rings. But at the same time, he needs help.
Yeah.
At the same time, he needs the help.
Yeah, but I mean, not to that extent. So you getting paid for that? I ain't getting no pay.
But Naz, you told me, excuse me, you told me that you also used to sell in the market,
Yeah.
right? So you were an entrepreneur in your own way
Yeah.
from young.
Of course. Yeah.
Now tell me about your market days, because I find it so I always find I like to hear your story on that.
Well, at one point in time, I used to plant lettuce
Mm-hmm.
over the canal. The canal wasn't like that. And even Shaman and them tell me, Daddy, you won't do these things. So I used to plant the lettuce, and you see, like a Friday evening, I will pick my lettuce, put it in a basket and take it there. And 4 o'clock morning, I put in that basket on my head and walk down to the market.
Back to the Wall Street again?
Market on Macquarie Street.
Mm-hmm.
I walk down to the market. I should go to the back of the market really and sell my lettuce. Right?
Sell your lettuce.
Yeah, sell lettuce. And other than that, I used to help my grandmother sell cressel, greens.
Right.
And no, from small,
You want this?
Not good. You go ahead.
Mm.
From small, you have a little talent and a little kind of brain.
Go ahead.
So she give me 10 bundles of cressel to go and sell. I go in a separate place from she. Put up a little tray and sell. It was 12 cents for a bundle of cressel.
Mm-hmm.
No, at the end of it, 2 something or $3 for one. 12 cents for a bundle of cressel. Now, I will take the, excuse, let me say 10 bundles, sometimes it's more. Let me say 10 bundles. I'll take that 10 bundle of cressel from she. Go up there, put out the set, the tray and thing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And from each bundle, I'm taking out a penny bundle. Right? No, penny bundle is to sell faster than the big bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Because that penny bundle and that 6 cent bundle and the 12 cent. So each bundle, I take out a penny bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's 10 penny bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's mine. Because I open out that bundle there and spread it out and clean it nice and wash it out and sell it for the same 12 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then penny bundle selling out faster. So that 10 penny bundle, like 20 cents, that's mine.
Mm.
You know, because when I finish, I think she might give me a 6 cents. But that time I don't check out the 130 cinema already, you know.
Oh, cinema, right.
15 cents to go in there. So I don't have anything set out to go my 130. I don't know which one I go. What are the treats to cinema? I know which part I go in.
What the cinemas were in those days? Strand?
Strand, Gaiety, New.
New.
Yeah. New cinema was opposite the market. Gaiety was on the side of the market. Strand was a little higher up Macquarie Street. Then they had other cinemas around the place too. But these streets had 10 a.m., 1:30 and 4:30. And
10 a.m.
yeah,
Right,
10
right.
a.m. Yeah. I went 10 a.m. for 3 cents already, you know.
Imagine that.
To go, well, you go in the pit, you know what I mean? 3 cents, 10 a.m. Yeah.
So you did your little commerce, and then you
Yeah. And
paid yourself.
Yeah. And then the greens, like I see on a Sunday, I think like greens they sell out when the market closes at 9 o'clock. I walking up and down the street with lettuce, selling it cheap, you know.
And people buying, eh?
People buying them cars passing, I think I'll buy people buying, and I said, give my grandmother.
Very good, boy.
Again, more than that too, as a young fella.
Yes.
Lady, then the Bokrapo Street was a place for prostitutes, you know,
Ah.
in those days. So I
Yeah.
selling my greens, say, young boy, what are you doing? Well, I selling some greens there. Yeah, not that. You want to do something? I say, well, there's something, it's all right. Yeah, well, she's coming, I'm going in the back there, you'll come, eh? She done looking to take my money by selling my greens, you know.
Yes. And you ready for cinema?
She going in, she back there, saying, you think I go in there, me, she boy.
Yeah.
But they had them there, and they said, approach you, boy.
What is the oldest profession in the world, eh?
I'm telling you, boy. They approach you, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I never take them out. And they had a little area, on two sides of the street had a little place, the back of the rub shop had a little room there, next side too.
Yeah.
So I just walk up and down and sell out my greens and thing, and I was for my grandmother. But then my mother used to have to, so I sell for cheap. My mother used to go sometimes to sell. So my thing was I plant my lettuce and I used to carry that and sell.
But that was good. That was really good.
Along with other things I used to plant, you know, boy. Then I went in the back here. The amount of thing I plant here already in my lifetime since I come here. Remember I come here now 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Over the canal there, I tell you, lettuce.
Right.
All kind of different things I used to plant. But you see the fella in that first house there, but the house wasn't like that then. Mr. Joseph. He used to plant over the canal there too on that side.
Right.
And he really teach me how to plant. He tell me what to do and what not to do. And to get in nursery for me and show me everything. He really teach me how to plant them lettuce and things and how to care for it and all. Yes.
Yeah,
That
man.
was the man who really teach me everything.
Well, you know, it was an era like that, eh?
Yeah, Mr. Joseph.
It was an era when the older ones will pass on something to the
Yeah.
younger ones because they want to see
Yeah, boy.
you progress.
He did, you know my father was and all kind of thing. And he said, he used to barrel water. He said, come here, go take the water from here and water here and plant and thing. So right there, I was good, you know.
Yeah, boy, it was an era.
I tell me, Simon and them. I say, girl, 4 o'clock morning, I go with this basket of lettuce on my head going down to the market. So when I reach by the parlor there, by the Chinese man parlor there, I used to borrow a bread, a hops bread from there. And borrow a bread? How you borrow the bread? And when you paying back for the bread? I said, well, I borrow it. Sometimes I don't know if I can pay back. I can't remember paying back really. Daddy, you are doing that. Daddy, I said, really do that. Now, you see the bakery people, it's to pass and hang up the bag of bread for the parlor man. Yeah, open yet for the
Right.
It helps bread. I said, really pass and take out one.
Oh,
I
God.
go down there.
You bore a hole in the plastic or what? Or you untied?
Sometimes you have a hole, sometimes you have a little opening, I take out one.
Hops bread?
Yeah, hops bread.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Daddy, how you eating that? I said, well, I'm eating bread and jam. He said, where you getting jam? I said, well, I take it and I jam it together.
Bread and jam?
Yeah, where you getting jam now? What do you want? I said, well, I break it and I jam it together. So I eat that. Yeah, bread and jam.
It was hot.
Used to be still warm sometime, but yeah.
You remember that Chinese bakery on Sutton Street? What's the name of that again?
I forget the name of it.
That was good bread,
Yeah,
boy.
every day there is a restaurant.
On Sutton Street from off the Independence Avenue.
Off Sutton Street, wasn't Sutton Street that was one of them.
One of those cross streets.
Yeah, right next to Sutton Street.
Yeah, boy. Of course.
Afang.
Afang, eh?
I think it's Afang it was, yeah. Chinese. So
Yeah.
my bread, the hot bread again, the boy.
That used to be real great, boy.
Afang.
I remember Carrie used to go there often too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And then you all lived on Louis Street at one time.
Yeah, it's a little
So getting that Chinese, that hop hot Chinese
Hot spread. boy.
hops bread.
Yeah, hot spread.
Yeah, man. Nowadays you have vans traveling around the place selling bread, you know.
Yeah. Selling bread.
Yeah, man.
And then
So-
they tell them, when we used to be on the coffee there with my grandmother, where they have Bell Grove, you know, place?
uh-huh.
Opposite that, Tada Bakery there.
Okay.
And we used to be right by back at Bell Grove place. They didn't have Bell Grove at the time.
Mhm.
My grandmother used to live there.
Yes,
As a
yes.
matter of fact, I born right down there.
Okay. Okay.
And we go up there, used to go in the bakery right there and get
Yeah, man.
penny for hops bread, but yeah, hot hops bread, but
Anyway, oh my goodness.
yeah. And Old Man Parlor there too. You go by Old Man Parlor, yeah. You have
What old man used to sell?
He had a parlor, he used to sell other things, but he sell bread and sandwich and things. And you know, it was the old man, give me a bread and pepper, they cut it with the ham knife, eh?
You get the flavor?
There's a long thin blade is to cut the ham with.
Yeah.
You have all them things selling sandwich, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ham, sausage, cheese, this, that. But you have to have money. Cheese, I think is 6 cents for that. You have a penny, you get a bread and pepper for that, for a penny.
And there was a nice kind of
A nice,
salted sausage,
yeah, but the pepper I'm talking about was a nice flavored pepper to it.
Uh-huh.
Hot and bitter that you can't eat it, you know.
Yeah.
You cut it and it's tiny pepper and it's sprinkled.
A Chinese, eh?
Yeah, Chinese.
Hey boy, you know when you go to Chinese restaurant, they to me like they have the hottest pepper in town, boy. Yeah, boy.
You know, hotter than mine, anything hotter than mine. I have a pepper there, I myself freed it.
Eh, sorry?
I say I have a pepper there, I myself freed it.
Eh, well, you made it?
Yeah,
Eh.
hot like hell.
Louis should have brought some of that for me just now.
Yeah.
Fiery.
What?
Wait, the scorpion?
Not scorpion, I am. With the next one there. Lancer does forget plenty now.
That's okay, that's okay. Man.
That's scorpion, the next little red one now, man.
Oh gosh, what's in there, a little red fella, boy?
Oh dear. I get vexed now.
Yeah, you're gone public, you know.
I forget that. What did you do? Pepper there, boy?
Congo pepper?
Not Congo pepper, man.
Anyway, a little red pepper, right?
It'll be red. It'll be kind of rough, like.
Well, I really ain't gonna. I gotta call you
And the
Bushman.
hot pepper is very
Ah.
hot.
You planted it here? You got it here?
Yeah, I planted already. I had
Okay.
some there, I get one or two.
So we gotta get somebody to tell us before the show is on. Good man. So now, in your time too, if I'm not getting too personal, in your day also, you had joined the police service as an SRP. What motivated you to join the police force? My dad was a sergeant, SRP sergeant, eh?
Well, I always kind of like the military thing, eh?
Uh-huh.
And somebody tell me that they interviewing people for the SRP. So I decided to go and make a try. I tried and I did get through. Yeah. And I started there and
So you just wanted a next profession? You just decided to want to be a policeman?
just for the military part of it, eh?
Uh-huh.
I really like this military thing, and I couldn't go and join the police job because I was working post office already and whatnot.
Mm.
So I said this was an opportunity to get in the military thing.
In the military?
Yeah, because the training, it is military training and whatnot.
How old were you then when you joined?
About 50, I think.
30.
Yeah, 20. I was working post office. 20,
Yeah.
25, I think.
So the regiment was in effect at the time?
I think so, you know.
Or the Coast Guard, right? Would have been there.
Yeah.
So why not have chosen the Coast Guard or the regiment?
Well, the main reason too, I had already got appointed on the job. I didn't want to leave that and go and start from nowhere.
Okay.
So this was a little part-time thing, you know.
Right.
A little part-time thing. I still have a job,
Mm.
another part-time thing here and whatnot. Although when it have anything like anything in the country and they need plenty people, I think I used to get the time off. They used to give me the time off with pay. and I get my pay as the SRP as well.
So, as a policeman, can you say you've had any kind of incidents to arrest, to correct?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, if it's not too personal,
No,
or
well,
divulge in anything.
it's
you
had
know.
cases that people on the road there and thing, and causing a problem and thing, and you talk to them and they try to want to think too, and you get more serious than them and whatnot, and
Mhm.
you try to lock them up and all kind of thing. But I never really had any big problem as such.
Do you see any difference? You could think of any difference now in terms of police, what's the word, boy? Police attitude as against your day?
There are plenty difference now. There are plenty difference now, man. The right time the police is to really do their work. Now them fellas don't care nothing, man. Yeah, they don't care nothing. Yeah.
You're not afraid to make this statement?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, afraid to make this.
So how would you, I mean, what was the training, the indoor training for when you went out there? Were you cautioned that, it would be nice to treat the public with courtesy and all of that?
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah. All that was in the training.
But do you think there are more stresses now in the world that causes a policeman to want to, he needs to be aggressive?
Well, to a point maybe,
Yeah.
To a point maybe. Yeah.
But
But
you still feel that they could
do better.
do better?
Yeah, when I joined that thing and I work a lot of time I went out on duty and thing. I reached a corporal.
You were corporal, good man.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a corporal. But when I get any accident and thing, I had to leave it, otherwise I'll go high up.
Right.
Reach high up.
But you got to a corporal without the ambition of getting there? You were just doing your job?
Yeah, I was even surprised when they said,
Okay.
you're promoted.
People in a work situation, there are a lot of ambitions
Yeah,
that
yeah.
cause people to want to, excel. In the process, of course, a lot of injuries take place.
Yeah.
I mean, emotional injuries, friendships are broken
Yeah, true.
because people step on each other and to get there, you know what I mean?
I never had anything I was thinking about getting promotion. I just do my work, I get work to do and I go and do it. Right? They give me less of the time to do and work. How much? I go and work, done with that, I finish. And I go do that, Yeah.
Tell me something else. A lot of people like going to the river. In your day, what was river limes like?
Well, River Line wasn't no big deal for we here neither because we can't go, as a young fella growing up, we can't go by no river. We have nobody a car, yeah, this and that and whatnot. And river is far from here, it's far from south. So it never really is so much a thing, but you get the opportunity to go, you're glad to go.
Right.
So glad to, and we Cora River, and that other river there,
That's St. Joseph River, Valencia.
Valencia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So those would be like excursions.
Yeah.
Talking about excursion, I used to be amazed at excursions, everybody paying a little fee to go on the bus.
On the bus, yeah.
And by the time they gather up, like you said, you were supposed to leave, let me say even 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sometimes 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and the bus ain't roll out yet,
No. This one turning, that one turning, the next one there, never ready. Yeah, it does happen. It used to happen. I never know. I know there's still even an excursion like that now.
Well, boy, let me tell you this, a fellow on Cora Junction telling me a day, he said, boy, there was an excursion that was going to Los Hero, down south side, right?
Yeah.
The people and them stop in Davie, and they order a set of things, kuchori, polori, maybe doubles, right? And everybody climb back in the bus without paying. Well, everybody say, well, boy, we pull one of these people. But boy, I don't know how they blocked the road, but there was a tasker area, you could have swing, right? And then people waited with big stick and thing, right? And when that bus was coming up, they stopped that bus. And the people pay. They boss it and thing, you know.
You don't do people them thing, man.
Huh? No, that's terrible. That is robbery, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, man. Daylight robbery, man. You go and take the people think selling the little things to make a little cent, and you go and take and eat it to beside,
Yeah.
and walk away and then pay the people, man. Nah, man. It's terrible.
Oh, boy, life, my life.
Terrible, man, terrible. So they have all right to break the skin. Yeah.
You use this bike at all, Mike? Naz?
I don't use it. I can't use it.
This morning,
Let's see that.
Dr. Bianca put me on a bike, you know. And she said it for 10 minutes, but a gentle thing, eh?
Yeah.
And she said to me,
Big like this?
something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. But not high handles like that. Maybe it was, yes. Anyway, she told me, you know, she said, I'm setting this thing for 10 minutes. A gentle thing. You don't have to be using bolt on it, eh?
Yeah.
So you just take your time and you pedal. And it was a nice, gentle, soothing 10 minutes. Sounds like a lot, seemed like a lot, but it was useful. When that's why I want to thank you, eh? I always enjoy your stories of long ago.
Yeah, you talking about pedal. As a young fella, I ride bicycle all over this country.
Yes, tell me about that.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me something about your there was some crash. Some big truck had fallen across a bridge or something, and you and your partners jump on a bike. Or your
Oh,
bike.
yeah. That's down TV.
So let me talk about common sense now, better than book sense. What is it? Well, how it happened?
But boy, I tell you, the thing there, you hear about it and because they say part of the truck still hanging on the bridge. Everybody talking about this thing in the news and all. Partners and them, you know, they say they're going down with a bicycle. No, my bicycle, tire flat. The tube I hand over again to take parts. I can't remember what I do if I borrow owner. I take a piece of hose. Father would have cut it. And I rough it down the wheel and put back on the tire on that. Tie it up and head down the road.
It worked?
Yeah. It head down the road. And you will see this truck I think they were. Next time my father want to use the hose there. Wait, what is this hose there? Who interfered? Who called this thing? Well, that's what she had. Wait, he had to be he. Cut us that way. Yeah. I don't do it.
So that lasted that trip and come back up?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
You
Tired that you think you could do things now, boy?
ever play Masters?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a play King Sailor.
Really? Which one?
One is a band from Pleasantville. Here,
Pleasantville?
Yeah.
Up that road there, eh?
The steel pan was on Coffee Street. Melody Makers. And he used to play, that band used to play for the fella who would bring out the King Sailor. I played King Sailor a few years. Yeah. I have to tell you, and I can't find it actually with headpiece and thing.
You make a joke.
At time that year we play cake and pastries.
Cake and pastries?
Yeah. I had a big cake on my head here, man.
Hey?
It sliced out.
Yeah. Always win first prize and thing?
We used to win, yeah, we used to win. But they just had I think it's one sort of King Sailor had again next band. There were the two King Sailor band here, this band.
What is the beauty in that traditional mass, King Sailor or Sailor Mass?
Well, Sailor Mass is just like a carefree thing, you know, with the Sailor. But the King Sailor Mass is a more kind of updated or better type day because you have a special dance for that King Sailor dance.
Really dance?
Yeah, what do you mean?
And you used to do it?
What do you mean you can't go and play mass King Sailor just so because when you're going on the stage, you're going for competition. You have to put out your best. So you're going in the park for competition, you know.
So you practice this then?
Yeah, you have to practice everything and you have your King Sailor dance, everything, and you have your headpiece. Some is a headpiece, some have no headpiece, or the Sailor and then the King Sailor. Going down the road, I play King Sailor Mass.
King Sailor would be the main character in the band?
Yeah, and there's the one with the headpiece and thing. Ordinary sailor just have a sailor cap on. You know, the white cap there.
So tell me about this saying, you can't play mass and trade powder. Because always you use a lot of powder, eh?
Yeah.
Always you throw powder on spectators too?
Yeah, when they throw powder on anybody, man.
What's the significance of powder, boy?
Well, boy, you can't fill them with stone.
Uh,
So, what we call it is to fill powder.
okay.
Fill powder.
Boy, I remember a carnival down in Carcass, eh? In them days, Shadow singing this Baseman in my head. And this fella invite me to play Old Mass. Dalip was the name, Dalip. And Louis always talking these days about Tantan, right? So I decided Tantan was alive. I decided I'm going to play some kind of old thing, right?
Yeah.
So I borrowed Tantan hat, a pair of high heel shoes, and Dalip and I, 4 o'clock in the morning to the road there.
I'll get a joke when they finish.
Anyway, that whole episode ended up by Chong Shop.
Right.
And we had no banner, so we pick up coconut branch
Right.
and we start waving. The mistake I made was the mixed drinks, boy. Right? We call somebody, daylight catch us now by this Chinese shop. The Chinese shop had the grocery section,
Yeah.
and then you have a little corner
Rum shop.
where they had the rum shop. And partners, because I'm mixing drinks now, I really lose balance. Eh?
Yeah, you kind of start up.
And I gone out in the road now, pick up this coconut branch, and everybody following me, boy. And we having a good time. That thing end up now because we had no more powder. They buy out all Lucy powder.
Papa,
So they decide to buy flour. Right? We buy flour.
Hey, Papa.
So you're sprinkling flour in the air now,
Yeah.
throwing flour all over the place. And partners, Naz, that thing turned to mud.
Yeah.
And you know something, boy? A big fight erupted.
Hey, Papa.
Well, I cannot conk out. I hear men end up in hospital.
Oh my gosh.
I say, wait, trouble is this,
that
boys.
was
A good
serious,
thing I conk out.
I was serious, right?
Yeah, that was bad. But that is the given outcome, eh?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell me now?
Yeah, the carnival, the time to have done, my grandmother, them down there. So Juve, you know, everybody playing Juve, I think. I'm going to take one of my aunt's dress. And I put it on and a whole hat and thing. And I'm going up in the Juve, my Juve band. Going down the road. Jumping up and thing. And the band going down good. The band going with the band reached down Broadway. But that was the panyard. So they go reach down by the panyard and they stop. So I know everybody had to move out now. I said, what the hell? I have on this dress. I can't walk up the road with this dress, boy. I took out the damn dress and I straight.
You threw it away?
Yeah. I go and ask him, with the dress? I say, hey, I took out that rest down there. You know somebody like to take that dress?
You see, it's one thing to be jumping up at a man, right? These guys are anything.
Yeah,
but once you get a sober situation where there are no music, nothing.
And you walking up with this dress on, right? Take out the damn dress and so I said, nah, I can't walk up with this dress on, right? The band reached down Broadway, I think Hatters they from all the time,
Yeah.
They was from down Broadway and they go on in there. Partners, I threw away that dress, yes, right?
So Naz, we're fast approaching and we're covering subjects as we go along, right? What do you make now of the Christmas of old as against nowadays?
Well, Christmas of old, people used to more enjoy that than now. Now people, but still are people who just spend a lot of money for Christmas and decorate the place and what. Who like it and what. But Christmas of old, people like this to be more happy with friends and what not, I think. Now you hardly have friends, I think, meeting, I want to go by one another and all kind of thing. Long time, you come by me, I go by you, and you take a drink here, take a drink there. You hardly find that now.
You think it's because of financial situation? You think it's because of health, even COVID and all of that stuff?
Well, COVID is just recently.
But you're talking about before that it was...
COVID could be a point they know. You know, since COVID, because with COVID you can't go by nobody, you can't walk out. And you can't have too much of thing there because in the house, if everybody have COVID, you can't have no Christmas. You know what I mean? But Christmas was a nice thing long ago. You know? People used to long for Christmas and enjoy it. And,
Yeah. Your homes were open to,
everybody.
you know, neighbors
and
strangers coming with their parang and whatnot and whatnot. Eh?
You're outside on a fire outside, they boiling ham for half night. That was a big thing.
Then a slice this tar covering.
Yeah, take out that and throw
the wrapping.
Boiling the ham outside it. And children playing all around there, the ham boiling.
Hops bread inside being made.
Yeah, hops bread making. And that was the kind of thing for no time had that the ham, they're going to buy ham, you know. They get ham and they put it and they bake it. You know. But all that was the kind of fun in it and whatnot, you know, the boiling the ham and whatnot. A big difference anyway.
Let me take this a little further now because it was something I'm thinking about and trying to see. I talked to a neighbor about it and she gave me some good advice, but sorry I wasn't doing a video at the time. You have any regrets that you didn't talk? Well, you didn't have sons, right? You didn't have sons. Okay. When I was getting married, I met Louis and in 10 months we were going to get married, okay?
Yeah.
My dad never talked to me about marriage. All that I learned about marriage is what I saw between mother and father, right? The day of the wedding, and you were my best man, eh? Right? The day of the wedding, we went up to Cora, cleaned up the car by a stream, coming down the road after 10 months and getting married, right? The boss never, but I never really gave him an opportunity to talk to me, because you know, you tell yourself you're turning man at 21, and what he could tell me, right? So he had no place really, no opening opportunity to really talk to me. But he turns to me as we are nearing home, and in 2 hours or so, I'll be going to the church, right? And he says, son, you know what you're doing? Son, you know what you're doing? And I say, but boss, we used to call him boss, you can ask me that, boy, 2 hours away from my room. You want to talk? Okay. Would you say that there are any regrets that you didn't sit down and talk to your children, nor of your age, looking back? Would you say that you missed opportunities to talk to your girls? Now you as a dad might have been easier to speak to your son. But is there any kind of regret? Remember, this is a subject I'm taking on a broad spectrum, eh? What it is that we missed with our children. Because Lyndon has told me, you know, I never really talked to him about, you know, very certain things like even marriage. Again, he probably and Lasana, they went with their own, maybe what they saw. But what would you say if you had to look back and you're sorry you didn't tell your girls?
Well, I talk to them, everyone, they say they're going to get married.
Yeah.
I talk to them, I find out about the person they're going to marry and whatnot. And I give them little advice and whatnot. And the three of them, you know. Well, I mean, Susan one didn't last, whatnot. But the other two still going along. I spoke to them, yeah. Yeah. So I can't remember what I will tell them at the time, you know. But then they say they're going to get married. Who they're going to get married to. Well, I try to find out who is the person, how they meet them and whatnot, and try to put them on the right foot.
What about your the older folk in your family, like maybe your grandfather? You knew your grandfather?
Well, I know one of them, yes. On one side.
Would they have spoken to their children?
No, he had time to talk to nobody about the children.
So what kind of counsel would the older ones give? You know whether they gave anybody any kind of counsel?
I hardly believe so, I hardly believe so.
Is it that they were afraid to tackle some subjects?
I don't know, but maybe one or two of them will go into details there, but I think a lot of them, especially with the Indian people, they're going to find somebody to marry to the daughter and all kind of.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know?
So, what would you tell young people today as regards relationship with parents? What would your advice be? A young family coming up.
Well, I would always advise a young person to listen to the parents.
Mm.
The parents will always have some good advice to give you.
Mm-hmm.
And the point is to listen to them and go along and talk to them if you have any problem. So they might be able to help you somebody or other or get help for you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They wouldn't leave it just like that. If they can't handle it, they will get help for you. So you tell them like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, folks, here two old men. Two old men talking about the past, chatting away on a nice evening, observing all the traffic of the bypass here. You know, Nice boy, thank you very much. Over the years, you have always been. We have always had a good relationship. As Sarubai?
Sarubai or Sorrow Boys.
Sarubai or Sorrow Boys. You know, just two old fellas just whiling the time, passing it nicely.
Yeah, we always, you and I see, we always have a good relationship from day one.
Yes.
Day one,
Yes.
a good relationship.
Very true, very true.
I hope that it remains that way.
Yes, man. Very nice, very nice. So when you used to go to the cinema, what was your favorite kind of show?
Western?
You know, there's a thing about our era, you know.
Western.
Our era. Is it because we like the excitement, or is it because that was the major kind of movies coming out?
The major, and you like it, and the gunplay and the all kind of thing in that. Action.
Action, right.
Unlike a love story picture, or a different type of picture, you know.
Mm.
And it is, sometimes they say something called serial.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's the last hours, you know.
Yeah.
Them crooks can't die until the end, you know.
Yeah, telling you,
Yeah.
So, but Western. And then you have a variety to choose from. And then you have your favorite stars. You know, you have your favorite Western stars. Sometimes you see John Wayne in this, you say, we are going to see that by John Wayne.
Yeah, Rory Calhoun.
Rory Calhoun.
Yeah. James Stewart, all them fellas,
All them, or the movie.
Yeah. You know, he died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, nice boy, thanks again, brother.
You're welcome.
I really enjoyed the session.
You're
And
welcome, man. Anytime, man.
all the best to you, man. Next time I come, I'll see you on your bike.
Yeah.
Thank you, fellas, and all the best.
I ride back from Pisano, Port of Spain, boy. Like
You ride back from Sandal to Port of Spain?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, my two partners. Sunday morning, we say, let me go in town, boy. There we go. Jump on the bike and we go. And then it didn't have a highway like that, and they're going through the old road.
Yes.
Cuba, California, Cuba.
Freeport, all them, so, yeah.
And you're going up, you're going to town.
So what you did when you went to town?
When we went to town, we do we lime a little bit there, we went. Anyway, I remember where we went.
What kind of bikes in those days? Humber?
Yeah, they had Honda, they had Raleigh.
Uh-huh.
Ordinary bike.
Yeah. Humber was the big name, and Raleigh.
Honda and Raleigh were the two main.
Them call like some big cars nowadays, right?
Yeah. Honda and Raleigh. But as a matter of fact, I used to make up my own bike. You know, I get a frame,
Uh-huh.
and then I buy two wheels somewhere or what and whatnot. I used to make up my own bike. I put the stationary sprocket. So you had to have all them brakes and all kind of things.
Yeah.
Stationary sprocket, so you could stop it for yourself, your back pedal like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ride from here, go to town. We ride from here, go Lucy Road. We go all along the creek, all about. We used to ride bicycle and with me and my two partners there. Yeah. We ride bicycle and go all about.
Yeah, man.
Those were the days, boy.
Those were the days. But we still having good days, friends?
Yeah.
We still having good days.
Yeah.
Things have become modernized, but we still having good days.
Yeah. Well,
So-
no, you can't do that. You think you could take a jump on a bike to say you go for us in this road here nowadays?
Oh, boy.
You gotta be crazy.
A lot of men have died on the road,
Yeah.
Cyclists.
Yeah.
Even walkers, you know.
Local, yeah. You know people get knocked down right here crossing there? A
Mm-mm-mm.
lot of people right here get knocked down.
Oh gosh, lads.
Yeah.
Let me enjoy you sitting along here and watching all that.
I telling you, boy, well, it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, eh?
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
Good.